after you have a game like the one you had last Sunday as defense? Flush it or
Flush it, throw it away. No, yeah, we did burn the tape, but we coached off of it. You know, if there's such thing as a good loss, that was one because everybody played a major part in it. So it wasn't no finger pointing. Guys accepted it, holding each other accountable, not just the players, the coaches also. So make sure a day like that don't happen again.
Can you speak, Larry, just to what Logan Ryan's given you these last 2 weeks? Here's a guy coming off foot surgery and he's thrown out there out of necessity. He has to play every dang snap. Can you just speak to what he's given you?
Well, I spoke about him before, just his presence. He's a veteran. He's savvy. He helps calms the waters down. And them young safeties, benefit from him being in the room. And, he also got a lot of good suggestions. He works with the coaches. You can tell, coaching might be in his future if he chooses to. But definitely a good guy to be around.
What have you seen from Anthony Nelson and Carl Nassib since they've been elevated to get a little more playing time with Shaq getting injured a couple weeks ago, and then Joe got hurt last game as well? What have you seen from those two outside linebackers?
They're big, long, they're physical, they play the run. Me coaching Nelson and been here drafting him, I want him a little more. I need a little more from him. Last year he finished on a high note for us, and really putting a little pressure on him, but he's getting better. Carl, those guys play tough. They play the game the right way, and I'm glad we got them.
Suffering injuries in game is never ideal, but how much did that impact you losing a 200 and 347-pound guy and Vita Vea, losing him during the game last week?
Well, that's arguably probably our best player on defense, and especially up front. I'm quite sure their coaching staff were happy when he was out and didn't come back in, but next man up. Next man up. It's tough losing a guy like that, but guys got to step their game up. And, our mindset, if you're in there, we expect you to play at a high level, but you can't really replace Vita, but it sucks that he got hurt for us.
Did you expect to struggle against the run the way you did?
No.
I mean, I know that they're a really good offense, and that's a good scheme, and
Right.
Christian McCaffrey's been on fire
Right.
in it, but even so, this was a team that was what you guys hung your hats on, was being able to stop the run.
Yeah, I never imagined that with those guys in that locker room. I'm not surprised because that can happen in this league any given Sunday. I expect those guys to rebound this week, but I never expect those guys, that type of performance. But we'll be ready this week.
with Shaq out, has the attention shifted to Joe Tryon as far as game planning goes with the other team? Is he having to adjust to more attention, or how has he done in terms of stepping his game up? Because you need more from him as well.
We need more. We need sacks. Can't always look at the sack numbers. He's getting better, but everybody got to pick their stuff up. But there's no secret. If you're an edge guy, we want sacks. We want quarterback pressures, and those guys know it. They got to keep coming in every day and getting better, and got to keep the confidence, and eventually it'll start turning in their favor.
You were a player a lot longer maybe than even coaching, right? But when you get to this point in the season, I think Coach Bowles said something in the meeting to these guys about it's up to you now. At some point, you guys can do all the coaching you want, right? But what did you make of Todd's speech today as far as, or the other day, letting players know that everything's still there for them to accomplish?
I always see the game as this is a players' league, even on this side of coaching, but this is a players' league. Coaches do have a role in it, but players got to make plays. They got to, come with a certain attitude, and they got to stick together. But they got to perform. There's plays out there to be made, and, we expect them guys to make it. Coaches got to do a better job putting guys in the right position, keep them guys motivated. But I'm always going to see the game from a player's perspective.
As a former player, when you have a loss like that, when you're losing by almost 30 points a game, and I know that to play in the NFL, you can't be lacking in confidence,
Right.
but you're also human too. How do you keep the confidence high and keep guys believing in the scheme and in each other and in themselves when you have a game like that?
That's a sign if you're a champion. It's easy to point the finger and make excuses, seek comfort. You got to respond. This league is all about responding, and I can't wait to see them guys this Sunday. But, you know, I didn't suffer a couple of those, and you got to come to work, and you got to get the coaching, you got to accept it, and you got to come back and respond in this league.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.